Sup, this is Boss Doubloon 30, which with what will hopefully be my second video. The other 5 or 6 times I've tried to do a video lately, for some reason it wanted to stop recording. I'm using an iPhone, mind you, but we're doing Hunt Showdown quick play because I didn't really feel like waiting for teammates this time. I do love this game, but there are some, you know, things that are, it's not perfect, but it's a very, very good game. If you like, I guess it is kind of a horror game. Well, let me say, it's definitely got horror elements because you're fighting like zombies and demon dogs and I guess they'd be called hellhounds, that kind of thing. And it's a very fun game, but it's a very stressful game. I love it. It's one of my favorite FPS games. Honestly, it's weird. I used to, if I'd have played this, like, if this had been out, 8 or 9 years ago when I was, back when I had my, or maybe longer ago, yeah, about 8 to 10 years ago, when I had my Xbox 360, I would have probably stopped playing after the first time I got beat. This is not a, I don't know if I'd say is unenjoyable if you're a casual player, but it's got a very there seems to be a very dedicated hardcore player base in this game. Oh wait, I hate those things. No way. Well, you know what? If you play long enough, you'll play it. Apparently, people can tell. I don't know. Guess if you don't get hit by a bullet, but so I didn't realize how long this game had been out, because the first time I heard of it, I guess it had been out for like, I don't know if it came out in Europe first and then came out in America, but I'd been playing it for like a few months at the time, and it was, and it could have just been, false information, or someone was misinformed. I don't mean like they intentionally used false information. But it was saying the game had been out for like 4 or 5 years, and when I'd seen it, it said it had just come out. So maybe it was, I don't know. I know that it's made by a company called Crytek, which apparently is a European company. So I'm guessing it was out in Europe before it was out in the US. If anybody knows, feel free. Sorry, got the hiccups. Feel free to let me know if you know the details on that. Yes, I am using the knife because the whole thing is about saving ammo, and besides, I want to get I don't want to waste ammo, and I also want to find a different firearm. Those dogs. Ooh, man. Oh, don't you just love running into a hive first thing you get into an area? Well, maybe not first thing, but relatively quick, maybe. Nothing. Huh. Usually I find a new weapon by now. Making us work for it today. What in the world? Okay, these guys, this stupid thing. Ooh, I hate hives, man. I really hate them. Anybody ever notice how, like, the second you shoot a hive, even if you shoot it in the head, sometimes it just will not go down? Let's see what we got. Really? Huh. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. My internet's been acting wonky as all heck since I started trying to stream. If like, of course, right when I start trying to actually, you know, be productive with it, it wants to say it doesn't work. Ah. I actually do not like having to do that. I love animals. Horses and dogs and stuff. I would never want to have to do that. Oh, there's a vitality. No, there's not. Oh, wait, this door's boarded. Yep. Yeah, I don't. People talk about this being an action game. I honestly think it is a horror game for sure. Or at least it's an action game with horror elements in it. Or maybe it's a horror game with action elements. I don't know. Oh yeah, definitely switch that out. Yep, pick that up. Something down there. So I need to go not that way. I need to go this way. Ooh, that thing slid a few feet, didn't it? So, if anybody has played Hunt Showdown, what are your let me know what your experiences with it were, or experience. What the heck is that? Is creepy. Oh, tricky little That is so unpleasant. Ugh. Dolls, man. Mannequins, dolls, that thing just freaks me out. Not that I'm like phobic, but man, that stuff's just, I don't know, it's unnerving to look at sometimes, ain't it? Isn't it? Pardon my grammar. I used to like talking like that just to mess with people, so I was going to be an English major if I'd have gone to college. Kind of trying to be funny sometimes, and most time teachers didn't find it all that funny. Some did, but yeah. Oh good, Wellspring was activated. This is going to be fun. I will say I like this game. I want to love it. It's a game I really want to love, Hunt Showdown, but there's aspects, I'd say it's a love-hate relationship. There's aspects of it I do love, and there's aspects of it that I do not like one bit. Missed it by that much. Okay, I must be pulling that. Amazing how quick that happened. Usually I have to wait a bit for that to happen. But so if anybody has got any kind of horror-based, I think I may have said this in the last or something similar. I asked for recommendations in my last video, but if you have any horror-based like particularly horror-based like FPS type games, write your recommendations down in the comments below, because or in the comments. You guys know where the comments are. Yep, got me. Oi. We are not going to just stop, though. We are going to go again, because that was... I don't think I did terrible that time, but I definitely did not do great. And I know a lot of people who play these games, but they haven't apparently haven't even heard of this one, which got a lot of hype when it started coming out, at least when I saw at least on the internet it did. And I got very excited to play this game. And I've been playing for at least... pretty much since it came out. Like, maybe not right when it came out, but not long after. Excuse me, not long after. But so that's got to be like 2 or 3 years maybe that I've been playing it. Because I got it right when I had my Xbox One S, and this came out like... Again, I think it came out in Europe sometime before it came out in America, because it was talking about it being like, at least in the articles I read, and they may have had their info wrong, I don't know, but it was saying that it was like a 3 or 4 year old game when it had like just been announced in America, that I'd heard at least, and I was very excited to play it. And I don't typically like horror based stuff because real life is scary enough as it is, and but this is really just more like, I wouldn't say it's terrifying, but it can be, it's unnerving, I guess I'd say. We're gonna go again. So, I'm sorry y'all have to watch this. One of these days I will learn how to edit and get some of the less exciting parts of video gaming out of the video. But I don't know if y'all like the raw format of just you know, seeing what's going on, and well, you're not seeing it in real time, I guess, but you know, me filming the entirety of the process, I guess. Let me know in the comments if you would prefer I edit the load screens and such out, or if you just if you like it the way it is. Either way, just let me know in the comments, because I do want some feedback. I heard, I don't know if it's true or if it's rumor or what or if it's just speculation or what, but apparently they're doing a hunt. They're trying to do a Hunt Showdown show, like streaming television show or something, and I heard about it a few months ago, and I was like, that sounds interesting. I'm not saying it couldn't work, but I know a lot of times video game based things don't really get a lot of, like, movies and shows based on games don't typically get a lot of love. I mean, I liked, like, The Witcher. I loved it. I'm still watching I think I'm still on the second season. I got like two or three episodes left, something. Most people watch too many shows at once and get confused about what I'm almost done with or where I am in what show sometimes, and to make the list. But yes, I've heard they're doing a Hunt Showdown television show, or they've optioned it or something for one of the streaming services, and I can't remember if it's Amazon Prime or if it's Netflix, but I think it's one of them. And like I said, I've been playing the game for I wouldn't say really, I mean, like I said, I got it like it has to have been, 2 or 3 years minimum, because I got it when I had my old, like I said, when I had old system, and then I got this system I have now fairly recently. So, but it still feels like a relatively new game to me in the sense that I'm still learning it, I guess. Would be a good way to put that. But I do enjoy it. It's just one of those games that, I mean, I'm sure y'all have that. You have that game, you have a love-hate relationship where it's a fun game, but there's aspects of it you just make you want to put your head through a wall. And Yes, don't we just love load screens? Not really. Oh, come on. Looks like there's a scammer trying to get to us again. Random. That was strange. Okay, guys, come on. Start the game. How are you still waiting for other players? Huh. My apologies. I'm not... Patience is not one of my better aspects. Not one of the better aspects of my personality. I know people who I'd say have the patience of an oyster. Me, I have the patience of a firecracker. Okay, I can hear a hive somewhere. So, did anybody play this and get... And I mean, I'm not going to try to get anybody to reveal anything super personal, but I just have this question. Has anybody ever played a game and gotten freaked out really bad by the game? Like whether it's due to a jump scare or just due to the... or maybe unnerved would be a better way to say it, because, like, Hunt Showdown, to me, is a very unnerving game. Like, the atmosphere of the game is incredibly tense, and it's exciting, and, you know, it's, what's the word I'm looking for? Adrenaline pumping, yeah. But there's aspects of it that are just very unnerving to even look at, I've noticed. At least for me personally. Why am I picking the hate decoy fuses? Oh, great, we got somebody here. But yes, when I started playing, I qualified Hunt as a horror game because it does deal with zombies and monsters and demons and that kind of thing. But apparently not everybody is quite as unnerved by it as I am. But then again, I'm not great with horror type stuff. I've been watching more horror movies lately, but I've got friends who are addicted to it. I mean, or at least are very passionate about horror movies and horror-based games and horror television shows and horror novels, and they read Stephen King and Clive Barker and those guys, and they're really into that stuff. And I've only recently become fairly interested in horror in and of itself, that is. Trying to broaden my horizons, I suppose. Ooh, there we go. What the? Really, dude? Man, this guy. Five shots, really? Down, dude. Somebody there, I can tell. I mean, I knew it because I could hear him. Yes, so apparently with this game and that Robin Hood game, Hood Outlaws and Legends, both this and Robin Hood, or Hood Outlaws and Legends, are both based around sound, apparently, to the extent that you don't want to make sound while, like, you don't want your characters to make a noise while moving around in the game, because the players can locate you. And it uses, I'm not sure if Hood uses the binaural technology, but this game apparently does. The first time I even heard that word was YouTube talk about people using binaural headphones or binaural microphones or something like that. And I have noticed that when I don't typically wear headphones when gaming. I do when playing with other people sometimes, but not really all that often. I think probably just I don't forget habits. Just I don't think about wearing them unless I'm playing with unless I'm like playing on team where people are actually communicating. But yes, I know that a lot of people are. I've got friends that, like I said, that are musicians that are very big on sound technology and that kind of thing. And of course, it's locked. I do think it's cool that you can, like while reloading, you can open a door and it doesn't have that thing a lot of games have where you have to wait for a character to completely finish an action before you can actually do anything. But a lot of games, you have to wait a little bit and then you can finally, use your item or whatever. There's something. Oh, that's gonna be a fun time. Oh, ain't that just... This ain't no kind of party, kids, that's for sure. Get on up there. There you go, fragment. That's exactly what I need this one. Where is that stinking monster? If anybody else... here's another thing I'd like you to say in the comments. What is your least favorite kind of enemy to fight other than other players? What is your least favorite besides other players, what is your least favorite kind of what's your least favorite AI enemy in Hunt Showdown if you've played the game? Oh, that's great. We got somebody real close to us. We're not staying here. Gotta be smarter than that. Huh. How crappy is that gonna be getting killed by a freaking worm? So, knew that was coming. So as you can see, I'm really not. I'm just gonna admit I'm not good at this game. I like it, but it is one of those games that is, as I've said, love-hate relationship. I love the idea of the game. I love playing the game. I actually love the gameplay in and of itself, like the mechanics and whatnot. What I do not love is how bad I am at the game. Of course, people have good days and bad days. And you can be really good at the game and have a really off day where you just get slaughtered every single match. I've seen it happen. I have seen it happen. I cannot stress enough how good it is, or cannot stress enough the value of a good teammate or good set of teammates in really any game, but especially this game. Playing trios or typically I try to do the team of get a team of 3. But a good teammate is indispensable. A teammate that helps you. If y'all have ever had that experience, if you play a game where your teammates are supposed to help you, and they're supposed to. Oh, that's weird. Running events. Never seen it say that before. But you have I'm sure any of you have played online games with other people. Thank goodness that was quick play. If I'd have lost my hunter here, even though you can see I'm only at level 1 with this, or rank 1, or whatever it is with this hunter. But I'm sure y'all have I digress. I'm sure y'all have had those moments where you have a really, really, really good teammate, and I'm sure y'all have had those moments where you've got that, like, a really, really, really good teammate who really does watch out for you in the game, and they make it to where you can, actually, have a chance at winning, I guess. But I'm just as sure there have been other times that y'all have had a really terrible teammate who you're like, not to bash them and say, oh, well, they're bad just because they're not. I don't mean like just because they're not as good at me at the game, they're terrible. I'm talking about teammates who don't watch out for each other. That's what I mean. I don't mean to sound like an after-school special either. So my apologies if that seems to be the case with me currently. I like the hat, dude. But yes, I'm sure y'all have had those experiences where you've got that teammate who's really good, and you got that other teammate who's just, you want to just clock them in the skull, because they just don't want to do what they're supposed to do. And what is this? Huh. Oh, it's like low to high or whatever. Okay. Nice. reset all filters thing here. So, sorry about that, guys. This is just... Sorry y'all have to see that. That's just kind of... Yep, forgot my first aid kit there. Oh, you know what else I forgot? I forgot to get a melee weapon. Oh well, see. Well, we have kind of a melee weapon. We got that shotgun with an axe head on it. So yeah, if y'all have ever I don't know if y'all have, like I said, y'all have that thing where you have a game you really like, but it's one of those games, it's a love-hate relationship, and you just want to, like, you want to play it, and then you know it's going to hurt, though, when you play it, because it's going to be, like, this game is that game for me. I love it, but there's aspects of it that I'm like, y'all, it does take a great amount of skill, I think, to be good at this game, but there's also, I think, that luck does come into it, because, I mean, like, you'll get, you know, you get taken out by some, whoever you're competing against, and you've got some hunter who's got like a high level or whatever. I don't know what the heck it's doing there. Oh, I hit the button. That's why. And you know, you've got like a hunter who's like a, I don't know, like a level 50 something, like the, you know, the last, like the highest level you can be, and you decide to use him in a match, and then you get taken out by some level 5, you know, somebody with like a level 5 hunter. But of course, that's, you know, I guess it depends more on, that can depend on how experienced you are at the game, and how good you are at learning different, I almost said the ins and outs of the game is more like learning different kinds of tactics, I guess. Janky shotgun. Sorry, I just don't like looking at that. I think it's a shotgun at least. Yeah. Close. Do not do that to me. Sorry about that. The phone wants to act crazy. Yes, I'm sure y'all have had those moments where where you'll be playing a game and it you're just having one of those days where it's just an off day, and usually you're good at the game, and then suddenly it's just like, oh, I'm sorry, we're not doing that, or I'm sorry, you know, I should have said that differently. The game kind of, it seems like the game's out to get you. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, and I know it's not. Well, sometimes it is, because the game is out to beat your character, I guess. But, and my apologies for rambling, I don't like waiting for these screens, they take way too long. But yes, I've noticed that a lot of people really do enjoy this game, and it is very much a, in fact, it's a very much a love-hate relationship. And in fact, I watched a video recently, and a guy said that Hunt is a game that's better when you're not good at it, when you're bad at it. And I guess he means like it's better when there is that kind of a challenge. It keeps it more interesting. And like I said earlier, I mean, there's times, you know, you could have a trio of dudes that's like really good that could get wiped by a, you know, a single player that gets lucky, you know, who's like a noob. Now, I'm not gonna say it's likely, but I do think it happens. Of course, I'm usually the one getting beat like a tied up goat. But I've noticed that as much as I love this game, as well as much as I get frustrated, I love this game, but I also get frustrated with it. But as much as I get frustrated with it, I really do want to get better at this game. And I know that lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I know that this is a game where you have to teach yourself not to get frustrated, because that's when you make a lot of, you get frustrated, that's when you'll make a mistake. And I've had to learn that the hard way, because I've been playing this game for at least I've been playing this game for at least 3 years. I guess it might be going on 4 now, but it's at least 3.5 years. Yeah, probably about 3.5. Yeah, about 3.5 years. And I still cannot seem to really. Every once in a while, you'll have that day where you do really well and you get you win 3 to 5 match, which for this game to me that's a lot. If you win 3 or 5 matches in a row, especially a trios match. Well, actually, no, just any kind of match, whether it's quick play or trios or whatever. But they always gotta make you wait for other players. So I think I'm gonna actually stop here and charge my phone, and then come back and start filming again. But I'll see you guys in the next whenever I make the part 2 of this video. Y'all have a nice day.